How are you today?
Doing great, doing great. Just
You better
going
busy?
about the motions, you know.
Well, I've been spending my day painting a room that'll be my future website office thingy room. So have you been doing anything better, more interesting than that?
Honestly, I'm doing the same thing. I just hung up all these albums up here.
There it is. I love it.
We're in the
It can be
same
fun.
headspace, bro.
I presume again you're just like the same. It's like it's a lot of work, but it'll look great in the end, so it's worth it, right?
That's what I'm saying, dude. You know what I mean? I just ended up moving, so like it's a big transition for me, you know.
I am literally in the process of doing the same. I've got, I think, a month where I am here right now, and then I'm moving elsewhere, slowly moving from here now over there.
Yeah, dude, my wife, she had me do it all in a day. Pretty crazy.
Oh, well, for your own sake, I hope it settles down nice and quickly and you can kind of just enjoy we in your new place, you know?
Yeah, it's slowly getting there. You know what I mean?
It takes time, doesn't it? It's, you just got
Truly.
to, yeah,
You
make it
can't just snap
yours.
your fingers and make it happen. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Everything takes time, though, doesn't it, as well? As does releasing a new album. What's the mentality like in the band right now? Because as of today, we're 1 week away from the release of To Rid Myself of Truth.
Oh man, the mentality. My personal side, I'm trying to do covers like every single day to try to increase my Instagram presence. So, whenever I like have my content releasing for album day, you know, I have a good engagement flow going. Pretty much prepping for the big wave to come, you know.
Mm.
Um, but everybody else in the band, they're kind of doing the same. Bobby's prepping for all the tours coming up. Same with Carl and Mike. Everybody's just kind of getting ready for this big wave that's approaching us, man. We got the album coming out, and then we have a short time off before going on headliners, and then supporting Chelsea Grin over in your neck of the woods. So, very exciting, you know what I mean? But the mentality is stressed.
I'd be very surprised if you'd said anything different. A week before release, the amount of work that goes into an album, full stop. But a week before release, I mean, it's just that constant, at least the social media side of things, that constant engagement you need to sort out, let alone all the other stuff that comes with it.
That's what I'm saying. Like literally, I just confirmed my final music video this morning. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
that's gonna be for a natural selection. Great video, probably the biggest production we've ever done for a music video. So very excited to get that out. Had some friends be involved with it. Some of my colleagues from Century Media were involved, and even brought in my own wife.
oh,
Um,
badass.
yeah, so I'm really excited. A lot of close friends and loved ones were involved, so it just feels real intimate and cool, you know.
I can't wait to see it. Amazing. So yeah, August 22nd, that's the date via Century Media Records, as we should point at the label, of course, as well. And we have had a lot of positivity towards this record already, an extremely positive response to the singles, which must go some ways to easing your mind as how the full thing might be received. People are digging the record so far.
Oh yeah, we've snuck out some tracks playing them live to kind of test the waters. You know what I mean? On
Mm.
top of it being released online. And honestly, every time we play something new, everyone's losing their damn mind. And I'm very blessed for that because, you know, putting out new music after following a strong record is a hard thing to do.
Mm.
Um, Amongst Alone and Empty really did wonders for us, you know, and following that record was challenging, man. Uh, just all of us really pulling in together and trying to find the next step for Science to take. It's kind of face grinding, you
Mm.
know. We really had to pull in together. We leaned on a lot of like the community's reception of the last record and kind of honed in on that, and also honed in on like the crowd reception of what songs we've been choosing to play, you know. uh like we played almost every single record a song off Amongst Alone Empty, for the science experiment to seeing what worked in a
Yeah.
live setting, you know, and it really helped making the decisions of what we chose to do for to rid myself of truth.
Hmm.
And yeah, like honestly, it I just following Amongst the Low and Empty was really pain. Like everybody was loving that album so much. We just were putting out relentless bangers, and we kind of wanted to compose something a little more put together this time, where it seemed like an album, you know. Uh,
Yeah.
because I feel like Amongst the Low and Empty had a good flow of everything going through it. Um, but it had its moments where it just felt like songs to me. And
Hmm.
that's where this time around, I feel like that this really feels like a nice, solid collective album, you know?
Was that would you say that idea that you said you wanted to do what you felt was a cohesive album, an album overall, was that the initial vision for the record? Like that's what you all sat down and went, this is what we are going to create.
Well, that was one of the main goals, you know.
Mm.
We really wanted to kind of put songs that were more song structured instead of just focusing on heavy parts. I know everybody loves a good breakdown and
Mm.
like the clickbait parts and all that, but is that going to survive more than 2 years? You
Mm.
know what I mean? And we wanted to try to think of something that's going to help the longevity of our career and try to put out songs that are truly songs, you know? So I feel like it was a conscious effort having that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you need something, right? I mean, like it's a load of threads, and to begin with, you need one just to hold on to and pull, and that's kind of just the starting process of here. This is what the basis of an album might be. Sometimes it might be a concept of some band, something that might just be an idea, as you say, or a cohesive group effort to we want to be as heavy or as dark or as twisted as we've ever been before, and that's kind of, I guess, how you get started, right?
No, truly, truly. It really took a lot of like head pounding between all of
Mm.
us to get this going. Because we wrote everything about a month before we went to the studio, maybe a month and a half, which was a different process than what we did for Amongst the Low and Empty. Amongst the Low and Empty,
Mm.
we wrote everything in the studio. So we were a lot more prepared this time around. We felt a lot more comfortable. Um, really felt comfortable actually. I think I played more pinball than I did vocals. That damn Godzilla game down in the basement, man. It's it's a time sucker.
It's a good thing that you can smile and laugh at something like that for such what is supposed to be most of the time an incredibly stressful and hard work period of time where you're just banging your head as you're writing a record. So to have those moments where you can go, oh, you know what, it was fun as well is it's a positive thing, I think.
Honestly, we have so much fun going to Josh's. It feels like we're going to our uncle's house in a way, like where we just feel comfortable. We're able to joke around and have a good time. We're able to take each other's constructive criticism. Sometimes he's real brutal on me whenever it comes to choruses and drives me
Okay.
into the dirt. But truly, it that that driving factor and having somebody to be able to critique you and not be afraid really helps bring the diamond out of the dirt, you know.
Mm.
At least in my
Well,
opinion. I'm more of a high pressure guy. I do better in high
okay.
pressure settings. Whenever I feel like I'm just whenever I feel like I'm the shit, I kind of undermine things sometimes, you know what I mean? So it's nice to have somebody that challenges me, and I really appreciate that energy that Josh gives.
I get what you're saying. Sometimes we can all ride a little bit too high, and you need kind of being pulled back down to earth momentarily, at least just to sort of remind, just be reminded,
Trust
perhaps.
me, he keeps me
Yeah.
grounded, brother. He keeps me grounded.
Well, I mean, listen to the record. I dare say you've never sounded more confident than you do in this record. Talk about it, the evolution is there. It's clear. Your natural sound is evolving. You're growing as artists. It's incredible to listen to. You sound more unified than ever before. And that unification is something that's really intrigued me. Not to say the last album or any other record before you sounded disjointed, but it's just something on this record that I'm noticing. You sound like you're all locked in, like you get each other. Is
I
that the
feel
case?
like
Am I
it's
barking up the tree?
no, you're honestly on it, and I really think that it comes with all the time that we've spent together touring amongst Alone Empty. We've trucked our way all over the world, multiple regions, not just running the states 7 times, which we did. You know what I'm? It's like we've been all over the world. We've spent so much time together, and I really feel like that really pulled us in together where it clicked.
Mhm.
And hands down, this is Bobby is our main instrumental writer, so he really locked in whenever we were writing not amongst alone empty I won't let you die, and we were kind of experimenting with a different sound. And after we completed that, he came to me and he was like, I think that we need to hone in on our true heavy strengths that we have. And I was like, I'm with it, brother. Let's do it. And after that moment, everything just started falling into place. It kind of happened so fast and seamless that it was so natural. And then Mike and Carl, they had their inputs and adding some layers or helping me with lyrics or just helping with everything as a whole. And I feel like having the team effort all behind us really helped bring this to another level.
Mm.
Because Mike was involved with Amongst Alone Empty, but Carl kind of came in at the end stretch of it, you know.
Yeah.
So it was nice to have everybody there to be at the beginning stage and then see it all the way through.
Yeah, yeah. Especially coming off the back of that insane amount of touring. It was incredible to believe, like, oh my God, it's been roughly 2 years since the last album, and in that time you did so much touring. How you ever found the time to write anything, let alone, put another album out in 2025?
Well, I write all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get inspiration from something I've experienced while I'm on the road. Sometimes I get the inspiration whenever I'm locked up in my office. Really depends on how I'm
Mm,
feeling. Um, I feel like that it's important to try to stay writing at all times. You never know when you're going to have that momentum, man. You really don't. And
yeah.
there's times where I hit these roadblocks and I can't think of anything, and it just happens, you know, and
Mm,
that's just part of the process. It's hard to kind of work to a schedule, you know, so you got to kind of stay grinding at the like consistently. I will say that touring as much as we do, it is challenging to pop a
mm.
computer open and find the time, or even whenever we have our time off because we're spending time with our loved ones and everything, you know. uh it's it's very challenging, but like I said before, I'm one of the people that really thrive in a high pressure environment. So I feel like that's where this gold's kind of coming from, you know.
Hmm. Yeah, so you're feeling it, you'll chip into it. I get what you're saying. All right, let's look at you specifically on this album then. Lyrics, for example, and where you were drawing some inspirations from, and in particular, getting more comfortable speaking your mind.
See, honestly, with this record, I felt like I usually try to like hide behind metaphors and like a cloak of things
Mm,
to try to make examples of what I'm talking about. And this time I will say I was a lot more broad and upfront with what I was talking about with trying to make it relatable.
yeah.
Clouded retinas, for example, I used my personal experience of my challenge that I've gotten diagnosed with Stargardt disease, which is a rare
Hmm.
genetic disorder. But I tried to make it relatable to the fans for the point of saying that you're not able to see the good that's in front of you.
Hmm.
And I used a lot of like my personal things that have been going on with me to make a more brutal, quote unquote, approach of it, you know? Um, but I really tried to be more vulnerable on this record and express things that I normally wouldn't talk about, because
Mm.
that's what I've noticed in my previous work, that that's what all my material's about, but just kind of hiding a little bit. So I felt like it was very important to kind of wear my heart on my sleeve a little bit for this one.
Big ask though, right? Because not everybody's comfortable opening up that way.
Trust me, man. Whenever I put out Scars Upon Scars, I was very concerned
Hmm.
because that's me talking about my previous addiction, which I really never have done before. Only really close people in my life know about that.
Hmm.
Uh, but I have seen and gotten a lot of messages and emails of saying how this inspired people to get help and to try to get their lives together, and had this self-reflection that I didn't anticipate happening from writing
Hmm.
this song, to be honest. I kind of was just getting rid of the truth, you know. But like that's just pretty much the general theme of this entire record, is just kind of honing in on the truths that I'm scared to talk about.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy on how it came out, and I'm
Hmm.
very proud that I got the strength to be able to do this.
Hmm.
It's not a simple thing to kind of do. Uh, Everyone writes about stuff that has happened around in different areas or different subjects of what's happening in the world. I feel like that sometimes it's better to write about personal experiences for people to latch onto, you know?
Yeah, you're going to create a connection that perhaps you've never had before. Yeah, using scars, for example, you just look at the comment section on YouTube, for example, or just a little bit of trolling on YouTube and social media, should I say, and you'll quickly find that it's inspired people. And while that may not have been your initial goal, it's still incredible that that's happened.
Yeah, truly. It's just a blessing in disguise that I didn't know was going to come.
Positives. It's incredible to hear. But alongside that, of course, there comes with you're writing your lyrics, but then you've got your vocals, and there seems to, at least for my ears, a conscious decision for you to push yourself harder than you've ever pushed yourself before. You're downright demonic here at times, but it's the clarity that I love more than anything else here. I understand we can hear you and we can get you and we can connect that way. Was it a conscious decision to push yourself as hard as you do here?
Every record, I pushed myself to a new level.
Mm.
I felt like that the clarity was a very important thing to reach for this record, with the whole catchiness vibe that we were focusing on. I like to say that this record is very chorus driven. And with that in mind, I really wanted to focus on the clarity. And a lot of these songs are just single tracked vocals.
Oh,
It's not multiple layers, it's just one track. The choruses are pretty heavy loaded, but it's a chorus. What do you expect?
yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel like that I needed to accomplish and showcase that I've grown as a vocalist. I do believe that the loads of touring helped with that. I really did get to hone in and get to talk to loads of people around the world about different techniques and different coaches. And uh, I've really, really, really just wanted to elevate myself to a new point of my career where I haven't been, because everyone knows me as this awesome demon voice guy. But I want people to be screaming my words at me.
Mm.
And so that's where I was like, okay, well, how can I find the right medium there? So that's whenever I really, really dove in with Josh, and I made him be very picky. I was like, if you can't tell what I'm saying, as soon as I put it out, make me redo it.
Oh, right.
And that's where he was hard on me, and he really focused on making me get my pronunciation of everything, because I do have a speech impediment.
Mm.
It's very like it's common for people, but I try not to have that showcase in my material, you know.
I think you've done an incredible job. Him pushing you paid off. You've never sounded better on this record.
Thank you.
To the point where I was convinced you must have destroyed yourself to get some of the sounds you've done here. But clearly, I mean, you may have
Honestly, it's
talked
just the
about.
touring, bro. The touring it forged me into an animal.
Good, good, good. We'll talk about the recording process overall then. Was there any one particular thing, I guess aside from being pushed or picked on for the clarity, were there any particular challenges that you faced in the recording process?
I tried singing.
Okay. Okay.
which is very unlike me. And I froze inside the booth, and like to the point where like I thought I was doing it, and like they're like, "You gonna go?" And I'm like, "I thought I just did
Okay.
it." It was a very humbling experience because I'm usually just like one and done. Let's move on, dude. You know what I mean? And
Mm,
it was breaking out of that comfort zone and trying something different. uh it was cool, but
yeah.
it just not there yet, you know. It's just not there yet. I gotta work with some on that a little bit. Maybe one time I'll pop it
Mm,
out good. I've done it live, like,
mm.
but just something about the pressure of trying something new and just really off card for me.
Yeah, I
uh
mean, don't be too hard on yourself. It's not just
no,
something
it's
new.
not
It's
that being hard,
incredibly.
you know.
Mm,
It's just very different, and
mm.
it might have not been the right time.
Okay, so even like your headspace on the day kind of thing, it may have played
Maybe
a part.
I'm
Mm,
not sure. I was really shook up about it.
okay.
I'll be completely upfront. And I was very being in front of thousands of people versus five people that you consider very important people in your creative space, you know.
Mm,
It's different environments, I guess. I'm not sure what kind of
mm,
held me back there, but I kind of mapped out what I had in mind, and then Carl came in and he crushed that. He kind of hit the tones that I was hoping to get for. Um, very stoked on how it came out. The song's
mm.
"Forcing to Forget."
Yeah.
That song's a very close one to my heart. So it came out great. Came out great.
It did, it did. I can't wait to see what you do with that in the future, as you progress that and you get more comfortable, and who knows what hidden depths and capabilities you're able to draw
That's what I'm
further down the
saying. You
line.
know, it might have not been the time and place. It might have been times. It might have been Carl's time to shine. You know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Well, let's look at looking at the overall creative process for this album, beginning to end. First moment, first note or lyric you wrote to where we are now. What are some of your favorite moments, memories from the period?
my favorite moment was
Hmm.
when Bobby sent me to rid myself of truth, and I was like, "This is the title track." My second moment, I'd have to say, is whenever we came up with the new metal part that's in Natural Selection.
Okay.
Um, it was a very like I came up with a new tone on the spot for that part,
Hmm.
so that part's real special to me. The unrepentant animal, like that shit's so hard, dude. I will say that I really loved Mike's bass tone on this record. Uh, he was going for this like old school Metallica tone with kind of a new twist to it. Uh, very stoked on how that came out. That was one of my favorite. That's like one of my favorite little like spices that were used in the record. I
Okay.
feel like that it fills a space of the like of the tone where the guitar tone's not filling up. You know, love the like the new approach on some things that we did because there was some parts where we had in the demos that aren't there anymore.
Okay.
Uh, we like to trim the fat in the studio on any ideas. Um, thinking about this stuff, I think of one of the worst experiences that I had in the studio making this one. Um, I came in there with an entire song, thought it was the best shit I've ever done.
Mhm.
Threw over 75% of it away. God damn
Okay.
it. But that's part of trimming the fat, dude. You know, it's an important part of creating is being
It's,
able to be like, this is good, but this ain't it.
yeah,
It's a
that
very
is it,
important
isn't it?
part. Very important part.
And the end result does speak for itself. It really does. It is the most tight, nuanced. great, best, brilliant example of who you are today, right?
Exactly. You know, there's a huge part of me where I think of like the pre-pro-itis, I like to call it, of the first original versions.
Mm.
Creator, we're going to be playing that live on our headliner, and I have to break that pre-pro-itis just because I'm so used to how that song used to sound.
Yep.
But how it came out is so perfect. It's so catchy. It's just the right amount to latch on to. Where there's times where like I feel like that I need to be told to shut up. Just kind of going too far, too much, you know.
Okay.
It's just, you know.
I
Sorry, my
can.
brain farted a little bit.
No, your pride and love for what you've done here, it shines through. I'm so pleased you feel that way. Ultimately, particularly at this stage of things, a week before release, you could be in that mindset of like, I'm sick of talking about it. I'm sick of hearing it. Can we just get the damn thing out and so I can move on to the
Oh,
live set?
trust me, I'm there, man. I'm there. But at the
Okay.
same time, I'm also overwhelmingly excited to get this chapter of signs out there for everyone to latch on to and to just start being ready. There's
Yeah.
so many hidden gems on the record. Chariot, Creator. There's so Forcing to Forget. All these songs like are just sitting there and not available. They're not singles.
Yeah. Let's get them out there.
I just can't wait. Like I got Phil Bozeman on the record. I've been hanging on to that feature. It's been driving me nuts because that's been like a long time goal for me is to
Oh,
be able to work with him. I got close friends from 156 Silence in Prison on a
of
track
course.
for Fear and Judgment. It's just there's so many hidden gems and special things that we got in store for everybody that I can't wait to get off my shoulders. But at the same time, this has been like old material for me where I've been sitting on it since January and
Mm.
I've already been kind of looking towards the future and working on new material and trying to get the next record even started.
You would not be a creative, an artist who, if you didn't already have something else going on right now. I'm used to it. Cause we're here to talk about your album that's about to come out, but there's always stuff in the works for the future, of course.
Yeah, because like I'm living in 2025 or yeah, 2025, 2026 right now of like what everything that's going on.
Mm,
Um, just like I'm already talking about next spring. I'm already in like next summer era. I'm just like I live in a timeline that's so ahead of where I'm actually present. It's hard not to be conscious of what's to come and
to
just
some
try to
degree, you
stay
kind of
ahead.
have to as well, don't you?
Yeah, it's kind of surreal to like say out loud that like I'm like living in the future and then I have to just show up for present time. You know, it's really weird to say that out loud,
Mm.
but it's cool in a way. Um, just never thought I'd be living this far ahead in time.
Well, we're just going to drag you down to the present for this last one here, and it's basically this because we are in 2025 and Signs of the Swarm are in 2025 as well. And I want to know what you think To Rid Myself of Truth says about Signs of the Swarm here right now.
I feel like it says that we are here and present. We're making as much noise as we can and we're trying to get you off your damn feet. We're trying to get you in the moment. We're trying to really push ourselves as far as we can and elevate the band to new levels we never thought to see. Over this past year, we've done so many things that we have never thought would be in our scopes. And we're very blessed and we're very proud of what we're doing. But we just see this as the next notch in the mountain to get ourselves up to the next peak. We're going to keep climbing, we're going to keep pushing, we're going to keep being us. Everyone
Yeah.
knows us as being the grind hard band. Nothing was really handed to us. We put our ear to the pavement and we push. And I hope everyone takes that from this record, and they show that we're kind of showing our backbone and showing what's on our sleeve and what we believe in and what we've been through. I really hope that people get that from this.
Well said. I can't wait. I can't wait for people to hear the full thing. It is an incredible record. But alongside that as well, you're over our way in December with Chelsea Grin, and in my city as well, London. So make sure you get out for that as well. Now, I just came back from Bloodstock this last week, Bloodstock
How
Festival.
was that? It looked crazy.
It was great. It was a very good festival. Got very hot on Sunday, and England doesn't do well in the heat. But yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. I'm already prepared for 2026, and not that. All I'm thinking is, man, it'd be good to see you there next year, right?
I hope so. God damn it.
Right?
That's like one of the ones I want to do so bad.
I will make sure when this interview goes up to tag the organizers on Facebook and social media with that little section that you want it, and
I want it real bad. Put me on Bloodstock. I want to bring Signs of the Swarm to a big festival in London. We've only done one festival in the UK, Ghost Fest. I was very stoked to do that, but that's not like as big of a caliber as Bloodstock, Ghost Fest was kind of like a legacy thing to me. I remember seeing that on MySpace and shit back in the day.
Yeah, incredible fest.
No, I got to meet the organizer of it, and he treated us with golden gloves, dude.
Yeah.
Great guy. Everybody there was great. I got to see Street Soldier, which I've been dying to see since they popped off online. I got to see Desolated. That was fun. I love those guys so damn much. It was just a good time. I got to hang out with my friends in Humanity's Last Breath and Ingested. So great seeing them, and just a really good time. But I want to break into some bigger fests in the UK.
Yeah.
I want to experiment with some new shit,
Well, fingers crossed it's a crazy busy year for you. But for now, August 22nd, to rid myself of truth, Century Media Records. David, you've been an absolute gent to speak to. Thank you so much for giving me your time.
Dude, thanks for having me. It was an awesome time.
Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.